What is up, everybody? It's Larry back with you, and today I'm going to do a video that is a few weeks overdue, but I've had a bunch of stuff come in for the iPhone, what is it, 11? Yeah, it's 11. For the iPhone 11 Pro Max. So in this video, we're just going to unbox everything, take a look at it, talk a little bit about it, and then let you guys know what I think about each of them. Links for everything will be down in the description below so you guys can check it out for yourself. But let's jump right in by talking about some cases. So right from the jump, I had, like I always do, the OEM Apple iPhone case. Now this time I went with the saddle brown or whatever they're calling it this time. I actually didn't like it as much as I usually do in years past because it seemed very slick to me this year. And I don't know if that's something that usually happens and I just don't remember it, but it seemed very, very slippery this time around. So it's not one that I'm using every day, but it is an awesome option, of course, because it's made by Apple, so everything is perfect. Of course, you don't get that protection along the bottom like you do with most other cases, but that's going to be up to you. So speaking of leather cases for the iPhone, this one here is from Mujo, and I've taken a look at their cases before, and they reached out to me to see if this is something I wanted to look at for the Max Pro or the Pro Max, and I said yes. I put a picture of this on my Instagram the other day when it came in. So on film, this doesn't look as green as it does in real life. It actually has it definitely has a teal tint to it, but it's more green than what it came through on Instagram or anything. So this is, of course, a wallet case and certificate of authenticity. But what I found in the cases that I used before from Mujo is that if you use more than one or however many cards you want to use, if you use one, it'll stay nice and tight and you're all good. If you use two, it'll stay tight as well. But then if you go back to one, this flap area will, because it's real leather, will expand out and sort of stay like that so you don't get as tight of a fit. Personally, I would say you would use this for two cards. You have your ID and your credit card, your major, your main credit card that you use, and that's it. Or if you're an Apple Pay user like myself, you just put your ID in there and then you should be good to go. But whatever you decide to use for the first couple times, that's going to be, unless you increase. But I would say if you use two, you're not going to go back down to one. So that's just something to think about. But fits really well. This has the open bottom too, like we were talking about with the Apple, the OEM case as well. But other than that, buttons obviously feel good. They're leather wrapped, whereas Apple uses like a metal. Personally, I prefer the leather wrapped buttons just for the feel, and then it also doesn't leave any gapped area for stuff, junk or dirt or grime to get in. This one is above. So I don't know. I like the way this case looks. Yeah. Smells good too. Smells like real leather. So, if that's a thing for you. Next up, we have another case from a longtime supporter of the channel, and that's Nomad. So this case here is the Active Rugged case. Now, usually they send me their leather stuff. This year they didn't send me their leather stuff, so okay. But this is the Rugged case, which is, I don't know, I've used them before, but I usually I lean towards their leather cases when they send me a couple options, but this time no options, just the Rugged. Extra tough frame, military spec, 6-foot drop test, water resistant, water and sweat resistant leather, Hynene TerraCare leather. So this is what it looks like. You would be hard pressed to look at this and know that it's leather. Smells a little bit like leather, not like their other stuff. You have the smooth, like velvet suede inlay. Now this one, because it's rugged, you have the protection along the bottom as well. Good cutout for the camera array. Your buttons are molded in to the outer frame. And, you can't say much more about it. It feels good. It's got flat sides on it. So you got flats on the side. It feels really good. Like I said, this doesn't have like the really super leather feel to it like I'm used to with Nomad. But if you're looking for a rugged case that actually has a little bit of leather to it, I mean, this is probably the way to go. big shout out to Nomad, of course, because they've been hooking me up for a long time. We actually have something else from them over here in the pile as well that we'll get to in a few moments. So here's another case that came in from a company that I have not worked with before, but this is Pitica mag case for iPhone. So it's 100% genuine aramid fiber. It looks like carbon fiber. 16 grams, it's super light, super thin, and it has wireless. You can obviously still wirelessly charge through it, even though it has a magnet embedded in it. It's got metal plates embedded in it, like I said. Thinnest protection, case from military grade material, keeping your phone protected while adding no bulk. So this will keep your phone protected like that, but I don't know about drop. Okay, so I'm editing the video right now. And I wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update because right here I said, I don't know how this is going to be for drop protection. Ha ha ha, cut. Last night after I shot this video, I decided I was going to sit down here. I had some photos to edit for some senior pictures and I was going to start editing this video. I left this case that we're talking about right now on my phone. Later on in this clip, you'll see that I'll say that, hey, it looks like you'll get some corner protection and stuff like that. Well, there's no lay flat protection. And I always think about lay flat protection as just laying your phone face down on a table or something so it doesn't get scratched. But there is another reason why you want that front lip on your phone case, or you maybe want a tempered glass screen protector. I dropped my iPhone 11 Pro Max from about 3 feet last night, exactly where I'm sitting right now, onto a concrete basement floor with this particular case on. Yeah. These are the results of it. It landed face first. I now have the Nomad case on. It landed face first, and this is the results. So I joked in this video, in this little clip, about how it may not work for drops, and it does not. So please keep in mind that if you use this case, you will not be getting any drop protection whatsoever. So thank you to AppleCare. I'll be getting this replaced for about $29 in the next day or so. But yeah, let's get back into this. Because, you know, oops, so I just ripped their case. So here you have, these are little stickers that if it doesn't fit your phone just right, you can add one of these in to take up any gapping there may be. I don't know why that would be, but this is super, super thin. Like, there's no way that I'm going to be able to like show it how thin it is, but it is super, super thin. And like I said, that comes at the cost of not having much protection. You don't have the front lip along the front. You have no protection at the bottom. No protection at the top on this one as well. The buttons are cut out, so there's no molded.
That looks pretty thin.
Yeah, it's super thin. You got a lip for the camera, so that's nice. It doesn't feel like I need these little stickers, but because it has this metal embedded in it, it feels really good, actually. I've been trying to go without a case for a little while, and it makes me super, super nervous, mostly for drops, but this does have the corners semi-protected. I mean, you have something along the corners, so if you drop, I would assume you get a little bit of protection. But this, actually, to tell you the truth, I may try this one out for the week just to see how I like it. It's not as much protection as I like, but like I said, I've been trying to go caseless, and I did for a week, but it was very nerve-wracking. But with this Pitica, they also sent me out their new mag mount with Qi wireless charging. So this is a suction cup mount. They actually offer a desk mount that looks similar to this, like a desk charger. They also have a vent mount, but I've always found that the vent mounts never really work too well for me, so I told them to send me this one. So it's got 10-watt fast wireless charging. It's got a cooling fan, and it's made with that same fiber and zinc. So yeah, let's take a look at this. Slowly. There we go. Another thank you note. Let's see what we got in here. I mean, just looks like some instructions. I don't think we really need that. Here is the mount. Now this part you can put, I believe you stick this, you can put it on your dashboard if you don't want to use it on your windshield. So here's the actual mount. Hey, USB Type-C. Okay. So USB Type-C connector. Now, there you can see the vents in the back. But with all of these type of wireless car chargers, of course, they're not truly wireless because you have to connect them to 12 volts to actually get, power. So, you still have to do something with that wire that you're running out of, the power adapter or whatever up to this. It's still, you don't have to plug your phone in. So this is the example of it. So you got there's metal embedded in this. So now you have...
Is that like a magnet?
Yeah, this has got a magnet in it and wireless charging.
Wait, but how does
There's metal inside the case.
So that's like for the iPhone 11.
Yes.
This case is probably...
Well, this technically would work. I know there's a lot of cases out there with, or you can actually just buy like the metal inserts to put behind your case. But I like that it's embedded because if I do want to take my case off and do another one, I don't have like a metal piece that I have to worry about or anything like that. But I mean, that's actually really nice. You hang it in your windshield like this. Like I said, you have this mount that you could put it on the dashboard, so you could have it this way. It's a very strong magnet as well.
Oh my gosh.
So
that's
pretty nice. I'll be honest, when they emailed me, I'm like, yeah, I'll check it out. Not having too much hope, just because I haven't had too much good experience with this. I had one that I bought when we went on a road trip once before that you could stick your phone on and then the little like arms sort of came in and it was wireless charging. But I had to keep like moving it up and down and around to find the wireless charging spot. And this one, I'm assuming, here, let's do this. Let's plug it in real quick because I'm assuming the magnet seems like it can only really go in one spot. The magnet makes it line up with the right spot. Yeah, once you get it onto the spot, it starts going. So that's nice. Like you can feel when it's the right spot because it's super strong and it'll start charging. So, all right, yeah, super impressed with this one. I'll probably go fill it in the car right after this video because I'm very, very happy with that. This is from Sandmark. I've done videos for them in the past, some stuff that they've sent out to me. So this is their hybrid filters. These are polarized neutral density filters. Now I've used these on my DSLR and things like that in the past. I've never used a neutral density filter on a phone. I've used variable ND or ND filters. So this will help you. Let's just take dynamic landscape photos, add motion blur to the subject or waterfalls, action shots, whatever. Reduce exposure, remove glare during daylight shooting. So what you'll get with this kind of stuff, what people will use it for is like if you're taking a photo of like a lake or something, it cuts down the reflection from the sun, so you get more of an even looking photo. Also, if you're taking pictures like maybe like in an urban area, it'll stop the reflection from the sun or from light glare from windows on buildings. So this is a whole set here of 3. So we have the ND 16, 32, and 64. And these are big boys. This ain't no joke. So I'm wondering, now they sent this out to me for the iPhone 10, my 10s Max. That's upstairs. But I think we shouldn't have an issue using these on the 10s Max. Oh yeah, this thing is so big. So this will fit right on. Doesn't work with this ultra wide. No problem with the zoom. What's funny is you can see the difference on the wide where it's not. It looks like it'll work perfectly fine for the 11 Pro Max. You may have to, if you want to use the wide angle, you may have to move it around to get it correctly over it. But yeah, it's so wide, it'll work. It'll work on, or the filter is so large that it'll work on any of them. Again, I'll leave links for all this stuff down in the description below. So if you guys are interested in any of this stuff, I suggest you hit those links, check them out, get it for yourself. Okay, so a big shout out to Sandmark for sending that out. So I also have another, I did an anamorphic lens review not too long ago. So this is another anamorphic lens from Ulanzi. So let's see what we got here. This is the anamorphic lens. So anybody that's unaware of what anamorphic is, it's gonna give you that wide angled look, cinematic, very cinematic look. And it's also gonna give you lens flare. So if you have some light, you're gonna get like trails a la J.J. Abrams or something like that. So that's what this is gonna give you. Now let's see if this is gonna actually work. This isn't like a clamp, this isn't like a little plastic clamp. This is a metal or aluminum bracket. So this may only work for the 10S. So it's a 1.33x anamorphic lens. I really think, do we got padding on that side? Yeah, so we could get it to work. Look at that. Ooh, jeez, oh Pete, that's hot. So let me get it to lock down. Really, the telephoto is the one that it works with the best. You can see that if you don't have it right, you're gonna get some funky. Yeah, I think this one may only be for, it's too much of a pain in the butt to get it to work with the triple array cameras. So let's do this. Let's put it on this one. And get it lined up. It's not easy. I mean, I'll be honest with you. It's not very, I mean, maybe it goes from the side. It's just not, like, there's no real instructions, so it's not like I'm doing it wrong, but there's not, you just don't, it's not very easy. Like, it doesn't line up super, maybe if I have it on the other thing, but it doesn't, it's just not user-friendly. Like, you would think the top of the iPhone is going to sit in that upper groove, and then, you know, boom, Bob's your uncle, and you're lined up. And it doesn't look like it works that way. Oh, maybe it does on this. Maybe I just had it in the wrong. See, no, because you get this black bar. You got to scoot it over. I mean, you're definitely going to get the effect that you're looking for. I mean, you can see it there. I mean, it's dope. It's just, it's so hard. I don't want, there we go. It's just so hard to get it lined up properly. It's not very easy, you know, like this, you have, you know, the clamp, and you can just sort of move it and let it sort of fall into place. But with this one, you got to have it just right. You need to have the lens just right, and it just max. Then you're going to line up properly, and then you're going to get. I mean, look at that. Get your heart out, J.J. Abrams. You're getting lens flare. You're getting. I mean, come on, that looks sick. So here, this is the last but not least, another awesome product for my friends over at Nomad. This is the base station and this is for the Apple Watch and for your iPhone. I've been using this for, I don't know how long. I think they sent it to me before my phone came, like a couple days before my phone came. So what you gotta love about a company like Nomad is attention to detail. So look at this barcode scan, like a hill. So you have like the Jeep going up, the tree popping out, and I don't know. I just appreciate those type of details. So what you have here, what I love about the base station the most, one, you have leather across the top, okay? But what I love the absolute most is that you have one charging cord. So you plug in one, you don't need your Apple Watch charger, you don't need a lightning connector, nothing. One cable in the back, plug it in, that's it. You also have a couple international adapters that can go on there. And as you can see here, you actually have, there's 3 coil chargers in here. So you can have your iPhone going this way, and then charge like wireless AirPods over here, and then still have your watch charging in the back. Or you could charge like I do. I put my phone when I go to bed like this, and then my watch over on this area here. So super nice, high quality. Like this thing's solid. I mean, it's like aluminum around the top. The bottom of it's plastic. It's really well made. I would expect nothing less from Nomad. So yeah, big shout out to every company that sent me something out for this video. I appreciate you. Links for everything will be down in the description below, so you guys can check them out. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section, what your favorite thing is here that we took a look at. I personally am fans of everything, so I don't have to pick a favorite. Anyways, that's going to be it for this video. If you guys liked it, you can hit the thumbs up down below. If you've yet to subscribe, you can do that down there as well. And that's going to be it. Make sure you subscribe, hit the bell to be notified when videos go up. We got a bunch of stuff planned, and this is just a jumping off point for a bunch of new videos coming. So I will talk to you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.